Spit Studios in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. This is the Spit Sports Show. I'm filming this on Tuesday, January 30th. We are 2 days removed from the Lions' heartbreaking collapse against the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. And the reason why I took so long to make this video is because I did the instant reaction, but yesterday I was still feeling like emotions about the game. I really was, because I am a big fan of this team. I have been since I can remember. So losing when you're that close to making a Super Bowl, not having the opportunity to talk about them playing in the biggest game in the world for 2 weeks, I really missed out on something. And I wanted to take all emotions out of it and look at it objectively as a fan, but more importantly, as a prognosticator. And I am here to tell all of you guys, us Lions fans out there, you non-Lions fans, you Lions haters, I don't know what you are watching this video. The Lions are going to be fine. In fact, I think they're even a little bit better than fine. Because to me, we got to the NFC Championship a year before we were supposed to. And let me explain why. So, coming into this game, we had 4 rookies who were basically just raw. You had Jack Campbell, you had Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Branch, and all of these guys were just, and Sam Laporta. All of these guys were just straight up rookies. They hadn't had any NFL experience, and they're already playing like vets. So that's the first point. We have $61 million in cap space for next year. Our only UFAs who are genuinely like, oh no, this is an issue, we might lose these guys, are CJ Gardner-Johnson, who, in my opinion, he can go. Don't get me wrong, he's a trash talker, but he can't back it up. He was awful in that NFC Championship game, in the game that he started a rivalry with. He's the one who went at Deebo Samuel, calling him a running back, and proceeded to play like absolute trash. You can't do that. He can go for me. We might lose James Houston. We might lose Jalen Reese-Martin. And we might lose Graham Glasgow, our guard, who's really, really good. Those are the only like big time UFAs for this year for the Lions. Now, will we re-sign them? I don't know. But with $61 million in cap space, and we're probably going to be able to free up some more by restructuring Goff's deal, because we're probably going to extend him, it's going to be really, really solid for the Lions this year. We also have been phenomenal at drafting these last few years. And the reason why I say we're a year early is because none of our guys are going to be on their next level contracts. They're still going to be on their rookie deals. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell, all of our young studs. These guys are getting older. They're getting into their prime, but they're still going to be cheap as hell. So the fact that we were able to make it to the NFC Championship game with this core being as young as it is, it's only going to get better, guys. And they're still going to be on their cheap contracts. Now, the year after that, that's when things are going to become an issue. But the one thing that I'm sad about is we're probably going to be losing our coordinators, which is an issue. Ben Johnson's obviously one of the best young play callers, and I'd be shocked if he doesn't get a job. Aaron Glenn really, really picked it up at the end of the season. I thought with a supreme lack of talent, he was able to create a defense that made big swings and just was able to make enough sacks and interceptions and create turnovers that it made up for the fact that they gave up so many big plays. And it almost brought us to a Super Bowl, that defense did, under him, which that defense is not a Super Bowl defense, but he made it look like one just off of his coaching alone. So that's huge. Obviously big. Hold on a second. There's no way. I just got a text from someone who only texts me sports stuff. Hold on. Breaking news. Oh my gosh! Breaking news. First bit of breaking news in show history. Ben Johnson via Tom Pelissero is staying in Detroit. Okay, well, scrap that entire point, baby. He's coming back. But listen, I don't know if something went wrong in the interview. I don't know if he didn't like the Washington job, because who the hell wants to coach in Washington? What happened in Seattle? What? I am I'm excited. Yes. Okay, well, this just makes my points coming up so much better because we're going to have our play caller back. Our offensive coordinator, the Jared Goff whisperer, he's back, baby. Maybe he just said, you know what? Maybe he agreed with every single point I just made. Hey, listen, this team's a year early. We have another chance to go to the Super Bowl next year. Oh my gosh. Well, that's very exciting. Now, Aaron Glenn still might go, but hey, if I were to pick one to stay, it'd be him in a heartbeat. Wow. Wow. Okay, so all of my points now are just amplified by 100. And also, Jameson Williams this is gonna be his first season not coming back from missing a bunch of games because of either an injury or a gambling stupid problem. And okay, so I'm gassed. Brian Branch is another rookie who's only gonna get better. Wow. The Lions, this is even better. This is even better. Now, okay, all I want to do is stay positive, especially now that I just read this news. I'm very excited, but I will be honest. There's a couple things. Obviously, a lot of injuries went our way this season. We were pretty healthy throughout the year. But again, that's just kind of up to God, isn't it? Wow. And I was gonna bring up a stat about we had a big time crushing loss, like history of teams that had big time crushing losses before making it to a Super Bowl. A lot of them said we'll be back next year. I was gonna rattle off the 07 Chargers, 2009 Jets, 2009 Vikings, 2010 Jets, 2010 Bears. There's a lot of teams who have been in our situation and never gotten back. But holy moly, I don't think their core was gonna be this intact the next year. In fact, I know it wasn't. And they sure as hell weren't keeping both coordinators when one of them is the most sought after head coaches in the NFL. Holy moly, guys, I am gassed. Lions fans, stand up. We made it to the NFC Championship game a year before we were supposed to and a year before anyone picked us to. No one thought we were going to make it to that game. Wow. Stand up. We are going to be just fine. Now, listen, I'm very excited for the offseason. I think we're going to do really well in the draft. I wouldn't be surprised if we go out and sign a big free agent corner. That corner from the Chiefs, not Snead, the other one. He's going to be a free agent. We might go after him. I do want to talk about the loss to San Fran for just a little bit. Because a lot of people are saying the absolutely blasphemous statement that Dan Campbell should be fired because of this game. That's a joke. If you're saying that, you either didn't watch the Lions, don't watch the Lions, don't understand football, or just plain ignorant. The Lions were 15 of 20 at converting 4th and 3 or fewer in the regular season, plus they were 2 of 2 in the postseason. All right? So we were really, really efficient on these plays because we're really good at running the ball. Montgomery's going to be back next year too with a healthy Gibbs. And Badgley, our kicker, he's 9 of 20 in his career from 48 plus. Worst among high volume kickers in NFL history. So if you want to just play by the stats and the numbers, what Campbell did was actually correct. The one before the half, you could argue, but we were really, really good on those situations, and we just didn't execute. Now, that third down where we ran the ball and had to burn a timeout, that was bad. That was really bad. I understand they were showing a passing front, but man, you can't burn a timeout there because the game's pretty much over at that point. Special teams too. I didn't talk about that last episode. That punt that should have been downed at the 1 and we just ran into the end zone made me sick. The fact that Brian Branch only got 27 snaps that game is just a flat out ridiculous decision by Aaron Glenn. Still hope he comes back. Don't get me wrong, but if he goes, you won't see me crying about it. Because I think our defense is going to be a lot more talented next year, and our offense is going to be just as good, if not even a little bit better. Guys, his friend just texted me again about the Ben Johnson news. This is so exciting. First bit of breaking news in show history. I'm gassed. Lions fans, my last message to you is this. Don't worry. All right, we've got a GM that's absolute money, who I guarantee you is going to nail at least 2 picks in this upcoming draft. We've got plenty of picks. We haven't traded many of them. Our core is only going to get better. And all of our superstars are still going to be under their rookie deals and probably going to sign extensions this offseason. Future's bright. Future is very bright, and I think we're going to have success for a long time. And next year, I think we might have more than just a bit of success. I think we are going to be prime Super Bowl contenders. And that's really exciting as a Lions fan. It really, really is. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Are the Lions just going to take a free fall next year like a bunch of these other teams have? Let me know in the comments below. I am able to respond to all comments because I'm small enough. Guys, the support on the show has just been unbelievable recently. I think we gained something like 45 subscribers in a week. We're now at 116 or something like that. Just first video to hit nearly 2K. The support's been unbelievable, and it genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, means the world to me. I can't even describe how it feels. So thank you guys so much for that. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.